So, just to let you know that the DNR and MPCA did release their draft conceptual drinking water plan last week. There's some public virtual meetings available next week and then a public comment period. We have information about them available on our website, our Facebook page, and it was in last week's Fresh so that people can get more details. As staff, we're just starting to dive into it. We need some more time to digest it. At a high level, it looks like the preferred option includes an interconnect with Woodbury, which is a little concerning and surprising to us, so we want to make sure that we're evaluating what that means for how our water system functions and the cost implications going forward on that. You may have seen that the third option that was thrown out there but is not recommended by the state was to connect Oakdale and Lake Elmo to St. Paul Regional Water, but again, that's not the recommended option. But the first two options include a connection with Woodbury, and that's something that was a little bit surprising to us, and we think we need to really evaluate a lot more and provide some comments back. So I want to make sure that people recognize that that would be a significant change. So.
Thank you. As you bring it up, I want to take liberty of acknowledging your work on that, on those meetings. You've been to a lot of them, and you've stuck up a lot of times, and some uncomfortableness in a big group like that, and you had to insist that Lake Elmo gets it too. So I give you credit for that.
Thanks, and I appreciate all of Jack's technical help. I wouldn't be able to understand all of this.
Mayor? Yeah. Well, yeah, I echo the sentiments of the mayor as far as your work and Jack's work on the water meetings. It's been long, tedious, and it was staff who really did all this work, and it's great. So my question, and I don't know if you know the answer to it or Jack does, but I'm sure you guys can find out, who does Woodbury have interconnects with?
I think they maybe have one with Oakdale. I think the plan proposes perhaps another one with Newport.
So we're interconnecting our way. Well, we're not calling out surface water use right now. We're interconnecting our way to shutting down our wells.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I mean. We need to fully vet this at the first blush. It's really concerning to us that the potential for water to come from the south in Woodbury, because if you're familiar at all with how our water system's been built, it's all about having the supply in the north. We put the booster station in on Inwood to push it south, and yet if it comes from Woodbury, that's totally redesigning the system and pushing it north. And so if that's the route they're going to go, we want to make sure that there's funding provided there. Obviously similar to some of the cost concerns that we'd expressed with connecting to St. Paul Regional Water. What does it mean if we're forever buying water from Woodbury? What does that mean to our rates? And we give up that control because it's buying water wholesale from somebody else. So Jack and I just had an opportunity today to kind of look at it. There's more work group meetings tomorrow, and like I said, more meetings for the public as well starting next week in the comment period. So we'll be putting together some more information, but at first blush there is some areas of concern that we need to vet out further.
Absolutely. Yeah, we could spend 3 hours talking about this.
Yeah.